Good morning, children. Welcome to online class. So, in the last video, we have started with the chemistry lesson, that is coal and petroleum. In that lesson, we have studied about the resources, natural resources and man-made resources. In natural resources, again we have, that is exhaustible resources and inexhaustible natural resources. Okay, children. So today we are going to start with the another topic, that is coal. Before that, just I want to tell you on that one activity which is given in the textbook itself. So take something which are eatable things like peanuts, popcorn, roasted grams, or toffees, anything. You keep it on the bowl. Okay. If you're having many students, then you can divide those students into 5 groups. Okay. So each group will be having 7. Suppose think that your class strength is 35. So make a 7 groups. How many students will be there in, you take a 5 groups. Okay, how many students will be there in each group? 7 students, isn't it? In that 7 students, again you make a 3 groups. First group will be of 1 child. Second group will be of 2 child. Third group will be of 4 children. Okay, children. So like that you have to make 3 groups along 1 group. Okay, I hope you have got an idea. So these subgroups represent the consumers. These are consumers. Now keep the ball, whatever you have taken, the eatable, on the table and call all the children to stand in a line. Each group, 7 students. In that again 1, 2 and 4 students, like that. Subgroups. So put one full container for each group on a table. Okay, for each group on a table. Understood? So next, call first generation. First generation is nothing but the 1 child. Okay, that is called as first generation, to take the eatables, whatever it is kept in the bowl. So second generation, 2 children. From all the group you have to call. For separate group we are keeping, for each group we are keeping separate ball there. Next generation of 4 children. Again you keep those 4. Okay. So like this you are calling on the group children. Assume that eatables in the container represent the total availability of an exhaustible natural resource. Means, do you feel that every person will get the same amount of eatables? First child, second group will be 2 child. Okay, third group will be 4 children, like that. Do you feel that? No. Yes. So each group may have a different consumption pattern. Okay. So like that, the earlier generations of any group will be too greedy. It may be that earlier generations in some groups were concerned about the coming generations and left something for them. So whatever we have seen the forest in our childhood, that one you are not able to see now. So whatever you are seeing, next the forthcoming generation will not see that type of forest and all. Okay, so in this chapter, we'll learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum, and natural gas, children. So these were formed from the dead remains of living organisms called fossils. So these are known as fossil. Okay, first we are going to start with the coal. I think you have seen coal, children, or heard about the coal. It is hard as stone and it's black in color. Coal is one of the fuels used to cook food. Okay, earlier it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine also. It is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity. So coal is also used as a fuel for various industries. Okay, then you know about the coal. What is the story of the coal? Where do we get coal from and how it is formed? You know one thing? About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. Due to some natural processes like flooding and forest got buried under the soil. So, more soil deposited over them. When the trees were buried under deep soil, the more soil were deposited over them. Okay, so the temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Means when as they go deeper into the soil, the temperature was rose. Rose means high temperature. Okay, so these dead plants got slowly converted to coal. So as coal contains mainly carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. So since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is also called a fossil fuel. Coal is also called a fossil fuel because it is formed by the dead plants. Dead plants which are buried deeply into the soil. Which are buried deeply into the soil, children. Okay. So when the heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide. Have you seen the stove which is which is used by carbon coal and all, that is called as idli vali? In Kannada it is called as a idli vali. When you burn those coal and all, the gas comes out from that is nothing but the carbon dioxide gas. It is nothing but the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, coal is produced in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Okay, children. So what do you mean by coke? Coke is nothing but the tough, porous and black substance. It is almost pure form of carbon. It is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. What do you mean by coal tar? Coal tar is a black, thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of about 200 substances. Products obtained from coal tar are used as starting material for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life and industry, like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. So, naphthalene balls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from the coal tar. Okay. What do you mean by coal gas? Coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Okay, coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810, children, and the New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. So this is all about the coal, coke, coal tar and coal gas, children. So in the next video, I'm going to start with the petroleum. Okay, children, I hope you have understood. If you have any queries, we can discuss in the Microsoft class. Okay, children, thank you.